Three, two, one. Hello, everybody. I am gonna be your host for tonight. T-Man wasn't feeling well, so he swapped roles. If you were keeping up with the order of hosts for the month, you might have noticed. If you weren't, oh well. I wasn't really either. Anyways, I'll be your host for tonight, David, aka Duck and Rolls, and to my left is Preston, aka Scotty Wright.
Hello.
And to my right is Travis, aka T-Man Kewl.
Hello.
Anyways, we'll keep this episode short and brief. How you boys doing today?
I'm doing a little bit less better since you got your lefts and rights wrong. I don't know if it's just me, but in my Discord window, it's Travis left, me right, Dave on the bottom.
I'm just staring at our text.
On text?
Honestly,
Yeah.
I didn't know there was even a point of reference for it.
I wasn't either.
I thought he was making that up.
I really was.
Okay.
No, I'm just staring at the Kewl words chat.
Yeah, no, I'm doing fine. I've just been chilling today. I've been
Being chilly.
doing a whole lot of piss all and nothing.
Hey, sometimes it's really nice squeezed in between work hours, I bet.
Yeah, sure.
Sure. Travis, how about you?
Brain rot.
Oh, no. it's
Mojo.
good
No.
for him.
For context, I've been a little sick the last few days. Not feeling 100%. Kind of on the mend, but still just not the best. So it's been a pretty slow week.
Yeah.
I spit in his toes. That's why he's sick.
Yep.
I was just about to ask, where do you think you might have got it from?
Me.
Yeah, from Preston's salmonella. It's
Alright.
contagious.
It's Salmonella.
Nerd emoji him right now. Editor.
Goodness. Alright. Well, I'm glad one of y'all is having a good time, and the other one, I hope you get to feeling better, Travis. If you want our boy Travis to get better, let him know your love and support in the comments below.
Give
send
detailed
me
descriptions of how you would
paraphernalia.
touch him.
I'm gonna be opening an official PO box. Please send me any paraphernalia, any contraband. Yeah, it's not related to me being sick. I just really like the legal thing.
Yeah, he forgot to mention his favorite's feet, so send him like pictures of your feet bare or in shoes. I don't know,
Who owns a bear?
The Second Amendment.
But what if he's to my left? What happens?
You broke me.
Got him.
Got him. Yeah, no, my day has been pretty good.
Mr. Fisherman over here.
Yes, sir. Planned a little fishing event with my granddad and my family. Went out to an undisclosed location. I don't feel like doxing us today. It was a really nice place. Had a pier. It was really windy, so as you can imagine, for any fishermen watching this, casting against the wind is big yikes. So had to put some extra weight at the end of our lines and really get it. And it was really hard too because seven quick math, 7 or 8 people up on the narrowness of a dock, all trying to cast towards the deep part. So for the most part, a lot of them were bad casts, but man, it was funny because when we got there, I invited my granddad and a coworker, we'll call him Rusty. Anyways, my granddad and Rusty were getting out of their car and getting all the stuff, and I was coming up to help them, and Rusty was all like, "I'm sorry for if I outshine you today," just kind of old person bantering, and I was like, "Oh well, it's you, like fishing." They're not that old, but
I saw him exhale and dust came out.
bruh.
It was
Anyways,
Russ.
you take the dust and line it up with the credit card and snort it. dookie. Anyways,
Yeah, sure, that, sure.
yeah. So we get out there. My mom catches like maybe 5 or 6 fish, like, and she's casting, getting them right off the bat. They, where she was casting at, apparently the fish just loved it. And I caught maybe 4 or 5 fish. My dad caught maybe 3, and we're all catching stuff. And Rusty and my granddad caught Jack, like, you know.
What did Jack do?
Actually, no,
Yeah.
Rusty did. I forgot. Rusty did catch like a huge crab, like a big blue crab. That was pretty funny. We had him up on the docks, and we were like, kind of stomping towards him and throwing food at him. And he was like, "Put him up, put him up." He's like, getting all aggro at us. He was not very happy. So finally, Rusty takes his foot and kind of, slides him off the dock. And he just goes flails as he hits before he hits the water. It was funny.
Fucking Zoidberg.
Yeah.
As an old dude's kicking him off.
So overall, we had a great time. Rusty hadn't been fishing since, like he said, 1970 or something like that. Like maybe not. Oh, 1990s. So that was like when my dad was a teenager, bro. So and he loves fishing. So he really enjoyed himself. It was nice to see it. Caught a lot of fish, none of which were edible, unfortunately.
Edibles fish.
Yeah.
90s, man. I was in my 20s back then.
Bro. Yeah, 20s in your dad's ball sack.
Not
7.
even, though.
Yeah. No, and the bait that my granddad had brought was just like, well, it was frozen shrimp, but it was just so darn mushy, like would not stay on the hook, and the fish would just eat it right off. You could feel them like your string, pulling, getting nibs when you reel it back up, and
Me and your mom on my dick.
oh, bruh.
Sorry.
No. But but thankfully we had some like squid, and the few fish we did catch, sumi pita, but we cut up and used them as bait fish. So overall, it was a great time. Had some chips, had some laughs.
Hey all, future editing Travis here, hello. I wanted to jump in and explain this next clip. Last episode, we mentioned that we'd be doing a new segment where Preston tries a new bizarre food item with honey mustard every week. We forgot to do it during the episode itself, so this is a short clip we filmed after the main recording. We didn't give the best context during the clip itself, so sorry for the awkward interjection here. Also, my mic has a terrible echo in this section. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can really do to fix it. All the audio is on the same track for this one. So, anyway, enjoy.
Because we are currently recording, which this is the super trouble part. Because I've got my banana. Very good. I got some honey mustard. Time for me to drizzle a little honey mustard on there. And I can send photo proof that I've put a generous amount of honey mustard on this banana.
You should record yourself.
Did you get a watermelon too?
No, I'm doing one at a time.
Oh, okay. Just gotta stretch that content out, huh?
Yeah. Why do a
Okay.
bajillion things at once when we could, keep the ideas fresh?
Let me see.
A weekly segment.
Oh my, that
It's all confirmed.
that looks like a turd.
Oh, this is awful.
Looks like a whatever. Go on. It's creaming.
It's probably isn't my favorite kind of honey mustard. It's great value honey mustard, but
Wow.
alright, here we go eating banana.
And
Yeah.
it's good.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's something I'd go out of my way to eat, but if someone like walked up and said, "Hey, you want a banana? I got some honey mustard on it. I hope you don't mind that." It's like, yeah, fuck yeah.
I'd be very afraid of that person.
He'd be my friend.
We're deranged enough for thinking of this.
You know what? Fuck that. I'm putting more honey mustard on it. Fuck you guys. I'm gonna
Man.
give some silence there for Travis to cut that out so I can give my official review. Honey mustard on a banana, thumbs up. Edible. I have no negative feelings toward this.
I'm not all surprised, but it's still fun. It's a fun concept. I'm glad you actually tried it. All right, into today's topic for what the people originally came for. What are some general highlights of your guys' gaming moments?
7.
Days?
Nah, just 7.
Oh. You're supposed to say today.
Oh.
We're supposed to have a telepathy link. Remember, boys?
Preston ruined it.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, Preston.
Preston's being Preston.
I know one game that had a lot of highlights for me was Battlefield 1.
Yeah.
Man, that
Yeah.
was a game.
Yep, I can agree with that, dude. Before they nerfed the Martini Henry, back when it was
Yeah,
still a
oh
one
my-
shot. You know, for it being a one shot slow reload sniper, you know.
I kind of forgot about that. Yeah, I would
Mm.
dominate with that gun. And then they like kept buffing, what was it, SMGs or LMGs like crazy, and you'd be playing any match and some dude like the whole team was just on the other side sniping you with a LMG, bro.
Yeah. I think the carbines got a fat buff as well. Like, yeah, when you played medic,
Ah.
there were like 2 or 3 of those that would just stomp a lot because they were like high fire rate, low recoil, moderate damage.
Yeah, I used a lot of the medic guns. I think the one that added all those like naval maps, I forget the name of that, Turning Tides or whatnot, that added a lot of the guns that were pretty OP, if I have to admit.
Wasn't that the controversial one? The one with like the Russian women's squad or whatever that like just
No,
never
no,
existed,
that was
some shit.
that was the Soviet or the Red Revolution. Added a bunch of Russian maps where you played as the White Russians versus the Red Russians, the Soviets versus the Monarchs.
Meaner.
I personally did not like those maps, but they were fun. But
I
that
never
one
played
was
it much.
the Russian maps.
Yeah, by the time that DLC came out, I was already not playing that game much.
I see.
I think I played one map like one time I can remember, and it was with David when I was trying to revisit the game with him.
Oh yeah, we can like not find a match to
Yeah,
save our lives on the PS4, bro.
it's tragic.
It's funny because the PC version is alive and well as of
Oh,
last
yeah.
time I checked. Like, it is booming, which is
Matter of
crazy.
fact, last month I saw in the Jack Frags video that Battlefield 5 actually got a anti-cheating or antivirus or whatnot update in order to like squash out on hackers. So apparently there's a large enough amount of people playing older games to warrant actual updates.
BO3 is punching air
after-
right now.
What person?
It says BO3 is punching air right now.
Yep. And what, Travis?
I was gonna say, especially after, what is it,
2042.
2042, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man, I really wouldn't like that game because the gunplay was so good, but the operatives were just so bad. They were so butt.
I wish I could have gotten into Battlefield 5 because Battlefield 5 looked like it had so many fun little things.
It
Primarily the bombs on sticks that you could charge
Yeah.
at people.
Oh, that Japanese map, yeah. Oh, those were fun. Or the V bombs. You just and then
Vagina
basically
bombs.
nuke the section. Yeah. Good for his vagina. I just got this video demonetized by saying the H word. Anyways, you bleeped it out. Anyways, certain funny mustache man. If somebody's gonna bleep out the original word. No, Battlefield 5 was a banger too. The only problem was I pre-ordered it, and when it came out, it had like maybe 3 maps, some ridiculously low amount of maps. So it kind of became samey after a while.
I don't remember the reason why I stayed away from it, but there was like one really big thing about the game that made me go, nah, nope, fuck it, no. I don't remember what it was. I just remember it was something like when the game first came out and it persisted for a while.
I see.
I don't
Yeah.
remember what it was.
I will say the tank combat in Battlefield 5 was mwah.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Oh, the vehicles in that game were so much fun. The planes weren't as good as Battlefield 1, but
no.
combat.
I don't think modern planes are quite as fun to play in general, to be
No,
honest.
dude.
Yeah. Oh man, but Battlefield 3. If you ever watch any videos of Battlefield 3, like the jets.
See, and that's where that's where it turns. Like, I agree with Travis. Like, the modern planes are so much cooler to watch.
Yes.
But it's like a side-by-side fighter game. It's high execution, and I just could not care to try and sit there for hours on hours on hours on hours.
And not to mention just with the way Battlefield works, like you have to be sitting there waiting for a plane to become available.
Yeah.
And it's just like I'm in a plane so rarely I can't get good at it, you know? Like
Unlocked memory, yeah. The real reason why I gave up 2042, because I actually got into that. I got it through PS Plus, and I was actually getting into it for a while, but like every map there would always be either one or two people on the enemy team, and just those little tiny helicopters just bombing you. You can't do anything because they're just bombing you, and nobody could take them down. And it ends up becoming like your team's helicopters versus the other team's, kind of like how Overwatch ended up just becoming your team's Genji versus the other team's Genji, or what? Not Genji. What was the one that kept
Hanzo? The one with
Hanzo.
the archer?
Yeah, your team's Hanzo versus the other team's Hanzo.
Hanzo mains rise up.
No.
Yeah.
oh no.
Reinhardt mains rise up.
Reinhardt mains died just like he did in the supposed canon.
Bro, I don't pay attention to that stuff.
All my
so.
Ash mains pull up in chat.
Oh, Bob enjoyers, Bobby boys.
They nerfing him for no reason when he's already weak as hell. Yes, please, more nerfs. Thank you.
God.
But Travis, we have to balance to make Hanzo like super OP.
Yeah, that's such a great idea.
Yeah.
I hate Overwatch.
I haven't played the game in like ever.
Man,
It's been a minute.
I will say some of the funnest memories though are, I wouldn't say early Overwatch one, but
Earlier,
earlier, like me and Travis would just hop into a match and just have like actual heart pounding encounters.
Oh, we can tell the cult story.
Oh my goodness.
Hold on, before y'all do that, for reference to the last time I genuinely played Overwatch, I think I tried to get into it like right before Overwatch 2's big thing, because Spencer was playing it a good bit with his sister, but I didn't. I didn't get into it there. I played like a handful of matches, maybe. But last time I seriously played Overwatch was back when Genji had his scatter shot, where he could sonar a wall and then shoot the wall and it ricochet the 5 arrows immediately that do full damage. Oh, I loved it. The second they got rid of that is when I stopped playing the game.
Oh my goodness.
The hamster ball guy was the newest character when I stopped playing.
And I actually unironically mained as the hamster ball for a while. Like, yeah, sure, you could call him butt, but like, there's something about just rolling as a ball around the map, smacking enemies.
Rolling around.
Never get the hang of him.
He was fun.
I get it, because grappling hooks hang in hat.
Yeah, literally, yeah.
I forgot about the hang. I don't even think I ever really used the grappling part. Just rolling, like, ball moment. Ball mindset, bro. Got my mind on balls.
Bro plays
Yeah,
as
you
Citron in Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2.
Oh, but no.
Yeah.
While you break the intro to the cult, I'm going to be right back.
Yeah, I'm
Alright.
curious as to what this cult thing is.
So you might remember some of this. Back in the PS4 days, I have a history of really just not having a good time with PvP.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
not to dog on you, but yes.
Yeah. Big time. So, back in the PS4 days, whenever we were getting into a match, and I kept experiencing like those typical Call of Duty moments, kind of like you'll watch a corner for like 10 minutes and the moment you look away you get shot. Just all the little moments that are kind of like that. Like you feel like you're being targeted when like, you know, you're the most useless one on the team, stuff like that. I often would joke that there was a like secret society cult that specifically joined my games to fuck me over, right? And it was a joke, obviously. Like, it was absurd. It was just funny. Every time I got mad, I could kind of play it off like, man, the fucking cult's after me again.
Right.
But,
Tish.
me and David were in this game of Overwatch one night, and
I was having a not great match. I forgot who I was playing. David, do you remember who I was playing in that fateful match?
I think you were just playing Ash in normal.
Yeah, I probably was. But I could not even get to the point. Like, I was trying so hard to
You
just
would
be
get
useful, get
stomped.
somewhere.
And I
And I'm like,
remember,
all right, fuck it. I don't care anymore. I'm just gonna sit in a random like corner of the map that absolutely nobody goes to.
and like, let me interject, because from my perspective, it's like, you know how whenever you play with the, you know, you play with your friends, and sometimes your friends get like pretty salty about something, and you're like, oh come on man, just kind of chin up, you know what I mean, like just keep playing.
Yeah.
I was kind of giving Travis that treatment, because I'm just thinking he's probably just being, dramatic about it, which, we all do. I'm not innocent of that.
That's all you can do. That's sometimes you can't help but think that when you're playing a game, and yeah, sure, it's a bit shit, but then your buddy's going off in your ear like 3 times angrier. You can't help but feel like, damn. I think that's just natural when it comes to PvP games. Someone's always having a worse or better experience, so you can't help but think.
And I was like, dude, because like, I was just basically, dude, just calm down. It's Overwatch. You're not getting targeted, because like Travis was swearing up and down the wall that he was being targeted, and then the fateful moment.
They're in the walls.
Yeah. So I am off in this corner. Like, if you know Overwatch, at least back when we were playing the map design, there are a lot of points like nobody goes.
There's a
Like,
lot of
there are
like
hallways.
useless parts of the map.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was in an absolutely useless part, right? And I'm walking down and I'm trying to get a flank, like just trying to get somewhere maybe I can like head towards the point. And I shit you not, from behind me, from the direction
I hear.
spawn is, fucking Junkrat uses his ult on me in the corner of the fucking map.
And what makes it even better is, like I said, or like Travis said, he said, "Fuck this, I'm out of here," and just went to go hunker down. And so me and the team are pushing. I'm just kind of like sighing, because I'm thinking one of our teammates is refusing to push with us, and so my entire team are fighting the other team like out in the open, like we're trading blow for blow. And I just hear Junkrat's ultimate. He's like, I've got an explosive wheel or something. He says something, and I hear, and I'm thinking, where's it gonna go? I shit you not. I see the wheel go right past all of the immediate combat behind us, go down an alleyway and explode. And I see Travis's username. The Junkrat killed Travis, and I just burst out laughing. It was some of the funny. And from then on, I'll never doubt you about the cult again, Travis.
Yes,
That's some culty shit. That shit.
The cult is real. I'm
The
telling
cult
you.
is real. Because that was funny. That was hilarious.
I will slightly interject here. Back on touching a little on the topic of OG PvP Travis. not to just sit here and be like, oh, old Travis this, old Travis that, but like, you've come such a long way when it comes to
You really have.
PvP games. There was a point in time where anytime me and Spencer would sit in VC and we were waiting for you to get on, we would both discuss games, and anytime we'd think of a game that felt a slight bit too competitive, the topic would be brought up of, but if that pisses Travis off, he'd get really angry. Let's not play that game.
Yeah.
Like that's like it was pretty like this was. I had my old PC, so this is like a good at least 2 years ago. So this is a good minute ago, but that was a genuine concern, was like that, like PvP, which I understand, because PvP game, I was the same way. I was either locked in, or I was quiet angry. I was dead quiet, like melting my fucking skull off.
Yeah.
But it's just like, again, I'll point it out again. It's nice to see how far you've come in terms of that, because the amount of we just hear in our fucking ears.
Man.
That one arc match, dog.
Oh my dude, no, okay.
Silent.
In his defense, Ark is a special kind of angry.
Ark.
Oh
is,
yeah.
is
I will
exceptional.
never fault anyone for going bull angry at Ark.
Ballistic.
I just think I really just struggled to accept, like, hey, I don't like PvP. Like,
Oh yeah.
and I've learned to kind of embrace it more from that angle of like, oh, I really don't give a shit about it anymore, so it doesn't
Yeah.
matter that bad.
Yeah.
which has thus made me enjoy PvP a little bit in certain contexts. So, you know what? Healthier mindset nowadays.
Yeah.
It's actually what made me enjoy Fortnite a lot more. Because I
When-
will say, old Fortnite, sue me, because I'm going to get a lot of flack for this, I despised. Because you literally drop in, no running or whatnot. Your guy just does this jog, and you run around for 40 minutes. And I remember there not being very many guns or loot. Like, you had to really look for loot.
Mhm.
Only to get, like, you'd run around for 20 minutes maybe, just to get sniped by some dude from half across the map.
I think
You
that
have
was
to
a lot
look
of bad. I think that was a fault of a lot of battle royales.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like early
time.
stages of battle royales are empty.
And for the longest
It's-
time, I didn't touch it.
It's too much time investment to just die to some bullshit.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. And that's how I felt.
That's why
And-
whenever we play Fortnite, like I rarely ever suggest the actual battle royale. And I'm always trying to pull us into like Team Rumble or something like that because I'm not like a fucking brain dead nerd where like I need my fast paced shoot die spawn, but like just something a little bit shorter, faster paced.
Yeah.
than, like y'all are
Yeah.
saying, spend half an hour to do fuck all and die.
But I
Yeah.
think even the normal battle royale, I think they've made it fast paced enough
Oh,
nowadays
yeah.
to where
Yes.
I still
Well-
understand. I do get it because there are times where I'm like, I'm really sick of battle royale. But
Yeah. Well, I was gonna thank you, Travis, for actually suggesting that one time because Travis was like, "Man, I want somebody to play Fortnite with David. Play Fortnite with us, you know." Fortnite, and I'm like, "No, dude, I hate Fortnite because you know." And he's like, "Come on, man!" So I finally joined, and the game was radically different from
yeah,
what I remembered, especially the no build mode, dude. I'm a no build sucker.
Yeah.
I actually be playing that crap all the time now.
tried and true, maybe.
Honestly,
How would y'all react if I were to tell y'all that I like back in the day I was like I was a top tier like build fight god.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, like because I started playing like the ass end of season 1, so I started when no one did anything but like throw a wall up and peek around it, like that single
Yeah.
wall. And I was always curious about the building. So the second I saw someone do some weird tech, like the stairs triple wall thing, like I was on top
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah.
Like season 5, 6, and 7 was when we'd get in a fight, I'd be the one to go forward and start building those ramps, like drop the wall, cut it in half, open the door, like 5-star hotel shit.
Yeah.
I think there's some charm to that in the early days, like the discovery age of Fortnite.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I just didn't like once everyone and their mother knew how to do it.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. And just
It's
It-
when
it-
it became the normal outside of like niche, like, oh my god, they're doing it. They're both doing the thing. Now it's like, well, you're not doing it. Well,
it's like
did you
you
live in a
remember when
rock?
Black Ops and Modern Warfare games, it was like you had to be a certain level of skill to get like a 360 no scope.
Mm.
And like once those YouTube videos hit the internet, bro, like I remember
Phase.
everybody at school was like, "What's your KD ratio?" Blah blah blah, just like
Yup.
hard on for
Yeah.
like, dude, that just sucks to get fun out of any PvP.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Siege.
And that's kind of my argument, like, for why I don't like PvP a lot of the times, because I feel like every game in this age, especially, is getting like that.
It's
Yeah.
esports. I will
Yeah.
stand by that esports and a lot of the which the individual people that get to that skill level, I can respect that skill level. I just hate that kind of skill level is expected to be normal nowadays because
Yeah.
of how many people
Yeah.
advertise and show off this skill level. And
And what really dawned on me just how toxic like PvP culture can really be is one night me and Travis were just like we were playing no bill and he just bought me the Anakin skin and also what was it, the Rolly.
Yeah.
and we were like, I just found it so funny seeing Anakin like Skywalker hit the Rolly, and Travis was playing as the Hulk skin, and if you guys know, the Hulk skin's pretty cursed in Fortnite, and he would like hit the gritty as a Hulk skin, and so we were taking turns pushing each other on the shopping carts, just doing
Yeah.
music and just running around random people just to see what they do. 9 out of 10 times they would just start firing at us and kill us immediately. Like no, like
Yeah.
2 dudes rolling up, no harm for like 5 minutes straight, and then they just turn around and kill us. It's like, dude, I literally drop into a match. I remember one time I dropped in and I managed to get guns before this one dude dropped, and he like was jumping around me and tried to hit me with the pickaxe, and I was like, I pulled out my gun, aimed it at him, and he stopped and he ran away. And I remember being like, you know what, this is kind of effed up. I don't want to just kill him, so I dropped the gun for him, and I
He
was
killed
like
you.
thinking, yeah. I was thinking we're gonna be buddies. And I was like doing the crouch thing and everything, like, "Hey, bro, you know, here's a gun. Let's be friends." And he just killed me.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I do want to clarify. I'm not completely on the far end boomer side of every modern game is just the leetest of leets waffle stomping every lobby. Like, I don't really care about that. I truly could not give a shit, but
no,
it's just a lot of modern games try to incorporate these things as base values when they're not base value. Like skill-based matchmaking,
not to
when
mention,
like ranked game mode is a fucking thing that exists. Like, I
yes,
don't.
not to mention balancing around like the small, super sweaty PvP.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Even
fair.
in single player games, dog, like Stellaris, you'll get patch updates where it's crap
Really,
changing the combat.
Stellaris?
Yeah, they'll literally get combat patch updates that just cater to we call it the small like multiplayer PvP community.
That's so fucking
And it's
weird.
like
Considering that Stellaris is one of those games that most people spend multiple years before they
exactly,
ever win a single fucking game.
exactly.
What
I've
the
yet to
hell?
finish a Stellaris game.
I
Game.
have on average heard I want to say like 6 maybe 7 people mention that they have beaten Stellaris once, and they said it took them at least anywhere from 4 to 6 years before they had beaten their first
Yep.
ever game. Like, that is nuts that they are actively hot fixing shit into single player that multiplayer fucks with.
Yep. And it's just crazy. Also, I remember the person did not kill me when I gave him the gun. I killed him. He started shooting at me, and I just pulled out a shotgun and killed him. Yeah. But I was like, damn, we could have been friends.
I do like those. That reminds me of the Daisy videos where
Oh yeah.
like give a person a jammed gun and they don't know it's jammed and see what
Oh
they
my
do with it.
god, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish I could have gotten into Daisy. Was it you, Travis,
Me too.
that when
It
Daisy
was.
dropped to PS4, dude, that was the saddest experience of a game I'd ever
Yeah.
experienced in my fucking life. That was such a sad game.
I remember going over to my granddad's house. My granddad plays games, and he was all like, "Hey, David, this new game dropped on the computer on Steam. It's in beta or alpha at the time. It's Daisy." And he took me upstairs, and I was playing on the computer, and that shit blew me away at the time. I was like, "Dude, this
Yeah.
has so much potential." Oh, and it's so sad to see what they did to it.
You guys know, like I've probably mentioned it 1,000 times, my like faded zombie survival, like perfect zombie survival game that I always like imagine, and Daisy's pretty close.
Oh
but-
yeah. I have 368 hours in Stellaris, and I've yet to finish a single game.
Yeah,
I will say-
I imagine those numbers just did quintuple before you finished a single game, I'm being honest.
Yeah. I'm actually pretty close in one campaign. Yeah, that's the thing. I'll start a campaign, have an idea for like how to roleplay another empire, and I just want to put it to the test. And I'm just like, I'll make a small, I'll test it. I'll give it a small test and end up like playing that out until it gets to a certain point, and like it's like in Minecraft when you
Yeah, I
get
was
like
gonna
a
say
really
you
cool
Minecraft
build.
it.
Yeah, I Minecrafted it. But I will say as an achievement, I have finished EU4 maybe 3 times. And that's a long game too. It's another Paradox game, same people that made Stellaris. I won as a Russian campaign where I was trying to get the Form Russian achievement and ended up just continuing on. I got the Form Ireland and conquer all of the British Isles and went on. And then I was going for 2 achievements in one run, where you form Italy and then form Rome. But the game actually timed out before I could like finish conquering everything for Rome.
Game said stop it.
Basically, yeah. Got to 1820 and it's just like, nah, dude. But man, back to like Battlefield 1, that was peak PvP.
Yeah, that's I wanted to point out I couldn't find a good spot to interject because all I've been doing is interjecting, but like modern PvP I don't really fuck with, but like older games, like the older games PvP, like I can still like have a shitload of fun on. I don't feel
Oh yeah,
stressed or pressured at all playing an older, and not even like a 2002 game, but like just
dude.
pre 2018, something like that. All those
Yeah.
games like with PvP, I could have a blast on.
Oh, a
Yeah.
PvP game that kind of reached a similar level that actually made me appreciate Fortnite. Well, it was like a precursor to my Fortnite addiction, recent Fortnite addiction, was Modern Warfare DMZ.
Oh yeah, DMZ was
Yeah.
That was so much fun. Just like getting into skirmishes with the AI and be like, is that a player? And then like having to strategically like fight off the player.
Yeah.
But like at any moment you can disengage. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the AI are what made that mode. If the AI weren't there, I
Honestly.
don't think I would have played it like at all.
No, because at that rate, it's just Warzone.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
In DMZ, if you ever noticed, anytime we ran into an actual player,
It was like a
I would leave with like a fucking vein in my forehead. Whether we won or lost that fight, it was the most infuriating fucking fight of that entire match.
Yeah, sometimes it'd be pretty toxic. Other times it'd be like, hey, let's just get the F out of here. And you'd have to like strategically get out. Oh man, that one moment
We were pinned down by that fucking sniper by the train tracks.
Oh yeah.
That was cool.
That was cool. Or one time me and Travis were trying to clear out this cave for a mission that we had.
Oh yeah.
And, yeah, we had to find these like documents or whatnot. And like we're getting our butts handed to us by the AI enemies in there. And like we cannot keep our shields up to save our lives. And I just kept dying. And Travis kept was like actually having to carry me that match. At one point, we get to a house and Travis like, oh man, it hit me. I gotta go take a dump. And so, funnily enough, he finds a toilet in game, like in the house, and crouches on it before he goes AFC or AFK, I guess, because he had a control keyboard. And before he goes AFK to go take a dump, and I'm sitting there holding up the house against all the AI. You know what I mean? I get sniped through the window or something. Some guy I get sniped through the window and instant death. Like all my crap just goes out into the ground. And I remember the dudes come running into the house. And I'm just like, oh my goodness, they're gonna kill Travis, and that's gonna be because like we got the thing from the cave, if I remember right.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we've successfully got after many failed matches of dying, and we finally got it. And Travis had to go take a dump, and we're in this house. I get sniped, get killed, and the enemy team comes running in. I'm just like, oh, that was it. We got to try this again next match, As the team are looting my body and sitting there like totally unaware that, Travis is in the bathroom. Travis comes back and like out of the toilet and single-handedly waffle stomps the team while they're distracted. That was such an
that was a proud moment.
yeah. I did that story a little dirty. I didn't explain it to its full justification, but it was so fun.
Oh man, yeah, the horror of coming back from like much needed shit and seeing your buddy's corpse being picked
Yep, Travis, I'm dead. Travis, I'm dead.
Yeah.
Just running out. Like, imagine you're the enemy team and you just killed this scrub, and you're like sitting there looting his body, and some dude comes out of the bathroom and waffle stomps you. That was so fun. That game was so much fun, and it had some like really cool moments too, like what Preston said, getting pinned down by the sniper. Like you actually felt like you're in a war zone.
Yeah, man. I think DMZ did a lot to bring me back to the PvP scene.
Honestly, same.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty fun. It's what it's DMZ, and there's just been a handful of moments of me like. I cannot think of the games off the top of my head, but there's just been a couple times where I dip my feet into a PvP scene and have a little bit of fun. I'm like, damn.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember when I stopped really playing PvP games. Cause I stopped playing Modern Warfare and Call of Duty games or Black Ops games after, was it Infinite War? No, Black Ops 3. Because I was a big multiplayer person. I'd probably play multiplayer more than I did zombies, and just the whole wall running and like double, triple jumps and heroes and stuff. I was just like, I'm never buying one of these games again. I was just like, this is ass. And they came out with World War II, and I was actually looking forward to that. And then it came out, and I was just like, okay, that's kind of ass looking. Granted, whether it's updated or not, it does look fun now. But
Dude, you just awoke something in me.
oh
I
yeah,
was so ready to like just say, yeah, BO3 was the last big PvP. Oh, World War II.
yeah.
Dude,
Oh
I
my
was
goodness,
such a cocksucker in World War II.
yeah. Oh yeah.
I cannot tell you how many times I prestiged solely on playing hardcore team deathmatch using using overkills. I had 2 primaries. I was using both the Gewehr and the M1A1 carbine, both of which were one-shot kills above the waist.
Goodness.
The amount of plays of the game, because I think that was the first Call of Duty that started doing the best play instead of final kill,
Yeah.
depending on what game mode.
Mm-hmm.
The amount of them that were me, just because I would sit there and like, what was that one? My USS Texas, where it was the ship.
Yep.
The amount of times I'd sit on that second level and fucking spawn camp, and oh my god, dude, I was so. There was one clip where I was popping up. I think I had like 7 kills in that clip, one of which were a fucking teammate, because as I'm strafing along the window, being an absolute cocksucker, being hard to shoot because all they can see is my fucking head. Like my teammate is standing at a spot. And I'm like, there's 2 dudes over there. I'm just keep shooting, and I just swipe over my teammate. I killed her because I at least knew her because she was a close friend. But I fucking shoot through her, kill the other 2 people. Like that was probably the most like, not like, yeah, fuck you. Like that was not like my shit talky phase, but that was my like. I was like the person who made people hate playing that fucking game. That was the last time. That was the only time I've ever been like that in a game. But oh, I miss it so much. It was so fun.
You were literally the skeleton riding a flaming motorcycle with a cigar in his mouth. The ground trembles every step I take. I have installed the floorboards incorrectly.
Yarr. I don't know what it was with World War II, but
Brought out the dog in you, bro.
yeah, the zombies, like, I'll admit, World War II had weak zombies. Like, you could play it once or twice. Like,
yeah.
None of the DLC were interesting, I'll be completely honest.
Yeah.
But, like, something about the zombies made me so competitive over the people on our fucking team. Like, anytime someone went down, no matter what I was doing, I beelined and instantly revived. I believe within the first week of playing, I had 237 revives.
Holy crap.
And I remember that so vividly because I think currently on my PlayStation, like I only played like maybe 2 months worth of that game, but on my account I have like, I want to say a little over 700 I don't know what it was about World War II, but I played that game on Veteran. That was like one of the first few campaigns of Call of Duty I ever played on Veteran for whatever fucking. And that was one of the hardest ones on Veteran because it didn't have regenerative health. I was a fucking asshole who made people leave games in multiplayer. I was a fucking revived stat nerd and fucking. I don't know what that game fucking did to me, dude. But I loved World War II. I hated when people were like, yeah, like World War II was the first game that started receiving the. I don't know why people played it. It was garbage since day one. My 100 hours? No, it's a stupid game. And ever since then, everyone looks back on Call of Duties and can do nothing but shit on them now. And that was the first game that started it.
Yeah, I'll admit, I was already hesitant about after Black Ops 3, and just seeing that game and everybody kind of trashing on it, I was just like, okay, I'm not gonna get back into this. And that just made me like that game kind of without even really playing it either. That was the thing. I never bought it. So, and then what was it? No, I think I would say, not to toot my horn or whatnot, but I have a healthier relationship with multiplayer games, like more than average people, I guess I'd imagine, because I never really got swept up into like super sweaty like best KD and stuff like that. I mean, Battlefield 1 was the closest, but even then, whenever I'd get like killed in the middle of my rampage, I'd always be like, hey, that man finally got me, or something like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It'd be like a respect I'd have. And so I've always been really big on PvP games. I got pretty into Siege. That was pretty fun. I just like the idea.
Dude.
Yeah, I just liked the idea of playing against an actual person and seeing what they come up with. You know what I mean? And actually having to adjust your schema. Because when you play PvE so much, it just kind of becomes the same. like learn attack patterns and then counter attack patterns, but with other people, you know what I mean? But no, I stopped playing Siege when that guy with the fucking thermal sniper and whatnot, and I'd always be like, I had a Travis schizo moment, or not even schizo, just like Colt was after me, where like every match I'd get into, I would just like I couldn't do anything. I'd play as attacker, get sniped through some like obscure window by the dude. Like, oh, we're playing as defender. Okay, I'm on point. Get sniped through some obscure hole in the wall. I remember one time I'm thinking, you know what? Fuck this. I'm playing as defender. I'm playing as what was the one that could like electrify metal walls? Jaeger. Bander. Bander.
Jaeger was the trophy system, dude.
Yeah. Okay. You know, I remember playing as a bandit, and I'm just like, you know what? Screw this. I'm just gonna stay on point, protect the hostage, and like, you know, I'm not gonna rush out with my team or whatnot because that seems to get me killed. And I remember just sitting there on point, fortifying it, whatnot. I die. The dude had snuck through, like, or snuck down to an area where one of those, where like you'd drive your drone through those little peepholes.
Shot you through a fucking peephole.
And sniped my foot, and I died instantly. And I just uninstalled the game right then and there. Never touched it since.
Yeah.
But no. Oh, y'all remember For Honor?
I never played that game online.
Oh,
I always played against bots, and I had the greatest. I never once got angry at that game because I just knew better than to play against a human.
I see. No, I got absorbed into that game, the multiplayer, fighting against other people. That just something about having to actually tactically maneuver your sword and shield and crap like that was so much fun.
Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah, getting into duels, and I would always play that with a certain female individual. Me and Travis, actually, you know, too. Preston went to your middle school. Certain female individual, and we'd always play together until they added this one dude that was this like big fat Japanese dude with the like this paddle of some kind, and every match just ended up becoming that dude, just like because he had a charge ability that could knock you over, and if you know
it had armor and stunned your character because he'd knock you to the ground, so you couldn't stop him if you were in the middle of something, couldn't get out of the way.
Yeah, literally no counter, and he just always like push you off the map if you could remember that. So it just, yeah, it was just like instantly. It was a Hanzo getting buffed moment, just like why add this to the game? Smite. Oh man, I freaking love Smite. I actually had to like not have Smite on any of my devices because I will have no life if I were to download Smite. Man, you could talk to Travis and he'll tell you how involved I get into a match of Smite.
I try to read a lot of that.
I don't even get angry at multiplayer games per se. I just get super involved in, like, I guess a more positive way where it's like, I just start screaming and stuff like that. But I never get like super angry at the other person for killing me. But,
dude, big gaming highlights. Grand Theft Auto Online, the amount of shit we did on that game built our friendship, dude.
Yeah.
That right there was one of the things that was built upon synchronizing, motherfuckers.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
Getting into a match with... Oh, go on, Travis.
No, I was just going.
I was just getting to a match with a certain T dude. And just like trying to, the dude that had a really funny laugh and just doing everything you could to make that dude laugh. Buns, lettuce, patty, tomato, onions. What do you have? A fax machine.
He do be spitting fax.
And just hearing that dude bust a long laugh and just wheezing. You know, just, oh, man.
You can see that exact clip over on my channel at Scotty Burr, the Grand Thefting, old video, but that exact clip he's referencing is on there.
And just late nights on school nights, dude.
Yeah.
That's the tragedy of all of our games, is they just, it's not that like, oh, we just slowly fade away, but most of the time the games just become insufferable to play. Like, Siege. I used to really love Siege. I was never like super like, oh, the Siege, he's go right over there. But that was just a game I would just have like casual fun on. But the second they started adding, like, I think I had to stop playing after they had added like their 30th operator or some shit because there was just too much to pay attention to. GTA, the devs just kept just stacking on and just being stupid. Most games that like we played constantly, like I ultimately stopped playing because it was something they did with the game that just kept hammering some shit into it that I just could not stand.
Same.
There's no healthy departing with any of my favorite games. It was always something had to force me out of those fucking things, dude.
Yeah, even Battlefield 1, like I said, the LMG like spam, just laying down some obscure corner of the map and just mowing people down with the machine gun, like no counter. Yeah. So it's like, and nerfing the Martini Henry. Just why? You know why? Hey, you know how our players are really enjoying a game because of these specific aspects? Just get rid of them.
My thing with the Martini Henry nerf is like, sure, it's a bit of a lengthy reload. It's a one-shot reload, but I could understand because that gun was a one-shot, I believe, from like thigh up. But you couldn't put a scope on that gun. No. If I remember. That was iron sights only.
No. And it was a pretty big skill gap to be good at that gun.
Because Battlefield 1 started incorporating the longer, or I think Battlefield 1 tinkered with the bullet drop a little bit. I can't say for sure because I didn't have any experience. Battlefield 1 was my first Battlefield game.
Hardline was my first, but Battlefield 1 was the first one I got serious into. What?
Huh?
Oh.
What about you, Travis? What's some of your what's your gaming high? What are some like what Dave was saying? Your gaming, your big gamer gamings, you know?
Man, I enjoyed, like, you guys know I'm a PvE guy, so a lot of my a lot of my fond memories with gaming highlights come from like being the guy who was good at the game. Like, I joined a zombies match and being like the one guy to hold that match together, reviving everyone. You know, there was so much pride in that. And then like Dying Light, I even did this kind of recently when the last time I was playing Dying Light on PC to kind of relive it, and I always would like get to super high, like max level character, get all the best loot in Dying Light, and then just join random lobbies and give it all away. Like, I love doing that.
You like feeling important?
Yeah.
Is that why you raged a lot back then? Like when you couldn't be important in a game?
Yeah.
You'd be like, I'm so important, and get absolutely stomped.
It's not a good feeling being useless to your fucking team.
Yeah.
And it's like, I get so soft locked and frustrated with PvP because it's like, every encounter is so different. I don't know where to start as far as getting better goes. Like, how do I improve? I see no path forward with that most of the time.
Opposite for me. I like the unpredictability so much. It's only when the game devs start like nerfing and buffing specific
targeting you.
Yeah, exactly. It's like in Overwatch, like where they nerf everybody except for Hanzo, and every match just plays out the same. Everybody keeps dying to the Hanzo on the other team, and the other team just keeps dying to the Hanzo on our team. When it starts playing the same every single time, it just becomes a chore for me.
It's so interesting how we are three different parts of like a spectrum. Like Travis is just
we're on the spectrum.
Yeah, but like Travis is like what he mentioned. He just cannot stand not being able to do anything. David pointing out that he loves learning how to get around not being able to do anything. I'm in the middle ground where like I just never fucking cared. I just naturally, like, if I'm hitting a brick wall, I'm probably just still gonna keep playing the game. Eventually, I'll somehow just like unintentionally find a way to slip past it. Like, I never intentionally sat there and was like, I need to get around this, but I never went like, Oh, that's a way to. I just played a game. I don't know. I'm fortunate enough to have that kind of
True.
thought process of just truly just fucking playing it. I like just naturally not giving a shit about anything about a game, which is weird because I'm extremely self-conscious when playing like PvP by myself. If I'm by myself, I hate playing games with other players where you can combat one another because I always get like that's a dude. That's a real dude. That's a real. The second
Oh
I have
yeah.
someone else in that party with me, that's a buddy. Like, I don't give a fuck.
It can be the opposite for me. When I'm playing with randoms, I'm like, I don't care. I'll never see these people again. But when I'm playing with like you guys or certain J dude, uh, I'll be like, oh man, I am like I do so good, and then the moment I join with my boys, I suck. Like, and I always felt really bad. Like when I went over to your house, Preston, or when me and Travis spent the night, I was like, for some reason, I could not do good at the zombies on Infinite Warfares. I just kept dying. Infinite Warfares. I did it again, Travis. I got that one. But
we were all like getting swept on it because me and Ashton, like those two TVs, also me and him play on separate TVs. We would kick ass around 30. The second we had that 4-player split screen, I knew better than to just try to go to my. I just started shooting shit.
yeah,
Like something about couch co-op. Like I truly just like I devolve into just like my bare basics. I don't care to fucking do anything. It's so much nicer because it's no matter how experienced you are with the game, the second you have like your screen split like that, sitting far away, like it's almost a completely different experience. It's so fucking weird.
not to mention you're not used to having a certain funny beverage involved. Liquor. But no, that was still fun. I just felt bad because I kept dying.
Yeah. And I can't stress to you how much like we truly do not care. We were all getting our asses beat before round 13.
Yeah. Hearing Travis scream because that big robot guy was coming to the room. guys, Ashton. It's just him running. And I had to like take over because he had to go take like a piss or something.
That is not what I said.
What?
Big
oh
robot guy in the
Those,
room.
those are not the noises.
The big robot guys.
I'm trying to remember a moment where Travis was freaking out.
I probably did a funny like that's not good. Like fucking ironic nerd thing.
One of us got freaked out by the robot. Might have been Ashton, might have been vice versa.
What robot?
On Infinite Warfare's the arcade map we were playing. Oh my goodness! Ignore me on this.
Bro is cackling.
Infinite Warfare got his toes crumpling. But an Infinite Warfare robot. It wasn't. It was like the
big mascot, I think.
Yeah. Okay. I thought it was a robot, but yeah, big mascot guy.
Oh, it might have been me. There was a lot of times where I was like, "He's doing the lasers, the lasers!" Like I did that a lot. I was doing that a lot.
Okay, I thought it was the big robot guy's coming.
Okay, I'm gonna add something, a little bit of context because we've never said it for the audience. David has this big pet peeve, or no, I have the pet peeve. David's the one. David's the offender. He tends to like unintentionally add an S to the end of a lot of things, like Infinity War, Avengers Infinity War. That's the big one. He calls it Avengers Infinity Wars. And he just did it with Infinite Warfares. And it doesn't actually bother me. I kind of play it up for the bit.
I know.
But, I just wanted to offer context.
No, but I remember genuinely getting into an argument with you because I genuinely thought it was Infinity Wars, like with an S at the end. You remember that? Like,
yeah.
And I for some reason, once again, this is just always a constant issue with me. When I'm arguing about something, or debating something, or have a question, I always forget Google exists. I never think, hey, I can just pull my phone out right now and look it up. So for whatever reason, I'll argue based off of what I know and like never actually look it up. I'm just a Twitter user, even though I don't have Twitter. But yeah, him and I would get in this fist about that. I was like, dude, it's Infinite Warfare, or it's Infinity Wars, or End Games.
I'd be over here tweaking.
Me
Travis
genuinely tweaking after bro adds a single letter to his sentence.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I think I do that just because, like, the letter S. So I end a lot of words with like a S noise, like infinity
Yeah.
words.
Maybe
The
it could
zombie
be
map.
accent habits.
It could be.
Like there's some place that I think it's Russians do something like that. Like the native Russian language generally speaks with like certain accents and their sentences. So when they're met with a sentence that doesn't have that accent, certain words will come off like instead of saying like streets, they'll say like streets, like something like that.
Yeah. The
So it could be
straight
that.
ain't for me. Could be.
Right.
Or it
The
could just be
Strongs.
the R word.
Riz.
Oh. Anyways.
What?
Oh my goodness. Is that even your voice?
No.
Okay. I thought.
Bill from Left 4 Dead.
Oh, I never played that game. So.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, he joined in the VC with that, and I genuinely thought that was Preston saying that.
Yeah, that's my global connect voice. It's fun.
Yeah, plays every time he joins.
Every
Nice.
single time.
I see.
R-word translation.
Oh
It
man,
never gets old.
what time are we sitting at now, Presto?
We have just crossed an hour.
Dang, it feels like we've been talking
More.
forever.
Yes, it.
I
That's
was
what I'm
kind of
saying.
worried.
We don't need a chunky topic. Like I said, even if we somehow burn through a topic completely, we'll have stepped across something.
Oh,
Or
yeah,
we'll
yeah.
we'll backtrack a second, grab that, and run away with it.
Oh yeah.
I'm never concerned with that kind of stuff because we're stupid enough to pull something out of nothing.
I don't know if this. It might be intelligence. I just know we all have individually a lot to talk about.
What?
What?
Run
Okay,
that
well,
sentence back for me again?
I said. He said because we're all stupid enough, we have a lot to talk about, or we know how to like work.
We can
Whatever words
we can
you-
pull shit out of nothing.
Yeah, exactly. And I was saying, well, I don't know if that'd be dumb. It might be an intelligent thing. And then I was and then I started a new sentence, I guess, in my mind, and I was
Okay,
saying,
okay,
yeah,
no, I got it. Now go forward.
okay.
Go forward.
Nah,
Proceed.
But
nah. Repeat yourself.
Yeah, go back again.
Do it again.
Run that back one more time.
I didn't take notes. Don't erase the whiteboard
Man.
yet.
it'd be a shame if someone released a certain candy bar episode.
No, no.
Did you tell? Oh, I'm not gonna. We're not gonna talk about that on
Yeah,
the
don't.
podcast. Never mind.
No.
Never mind.
I have been informed though. I have been informed.
Okay.
Some fond memories. I don't know if they're highlights in the typical sense of highlights, but some of my fondest memories actually come from mine and Preston's early gaming friendship, and that was 7 Days to Die
Yes.
on console.
7 Days
we
to
made
Die on
s-
version 1.18.
Yeah, we made so much out of such a bare minimum game. That was an experience.
I still have some of those worlds. I don't think I have our original world because
No.
because I think what happened, you can only have 4 worlds at a time. So that original world was our first world, and we made more worlds after that. And eventually, I was like, we haven't touched this world. We're never coming back to this world ever again. And we had a world that exceeded its day count, so I was like, that's a worthy substitute and advocate. But yeah, OG 7 Days, dude.
I just remember like that first house, if you remember our original world, where we were in that like starter house and then we moved into the city. Like I remember the like night times we'd spend in that house waiting for sunrise, just goofing around with the fucking our children, the chairs.
Yeah, the chairs. because what we did was with a lot of items in the OG 7 Days, you just could not, like, you had to break it, dismantle it, rebuild it. The standard little wooden chairs you could just pick up, and I want to say I was the one to just start grabbing chairs. I think it might have started with Travis collecting a bunch of fucking paintings, something, or plants. I think Travis started collecting some weird like miscellaneous decor, and like put like 3 next to each other, and I was like, yeah, I can do something with that. And I started collecting all these fucking chairs when we went to the city. He turns his back because that's when we converted the balcony, the side balcony, into a storage room.
Yeah.
Of the second floor, and I put chairs everywhere, and I think I put a sign saying, I want to say it was "Do not disturb the children," but it wasn't that funny. I wish it were that funny.
Right.
But I think I don't think there was a sign. I think I was just like, Travis, our children. And I think I was sitting off in the corner of the room with the stupid bulgy nerdy glasses and the miner something. The second he stepped in the room, I clicked the light on, and he was able to look around and see all the chairs. Since that moment forward, every world we've had, there's been a dedicated children room, which is just filled with, because you could put chairs on the ceilings, on the walls. Yeah. I totally forgot like the origins of the chairs.
That's a precursor to a
that just came back.
Trapping children.
Putting them in dark rooms, strapping their ceilings and walls. Yeah.
He's like, man, I'm such a loser for like role playing in a game. I should get my ass up and like do something, like do what I'm doing in the game in real life.
Don't let your dreams be dreams.
Who, me?
Yeah, that felt like some projection there.
Which part? The kidnapping children or the I'm lazy?
I'm such a loser. I'm doing this in a game. I should get up and be a real man and do it in real life. I don't know, that felt like...
This time I'm really going to do it. Looking at a school playground.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, we got this video demonetized twice.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I hate that I don't remember, like I remember there's a lot, I know for a fact we've had, like, I want to say a solid quarter of our highest notes were back from those 7 days worlds. Like, for a fact, like,
I remember a couple.
Cause, like, but I don't remember, I don't remember much of them, like, at all. Like, I don't remember, I truly, like, 100% don't remember why we played 7 days. We've dumbed it down where the most likely thing was me and him were on, like, the ringmaster of Ark got off, and me and Travis lingered for a second. I don't remember how one of us thought of 7 days, but I truly don't know why we chose 7 days of all games to play. But
yeah,
it was probably something like, hey, you want to go play this? How we got to the game, I got no idea. Like,
that's kind of like back in the days when you played a zombie, like Black Ops 2 Zombies. You'd be like, you know, your squad left, and it's just you and this random person you met, and you just be like, you got Minecraft? Yeah, we got Minecraft, and you just end up playing together.
Yeah. See, but Minecraft makes sense. Everyone has Minecraft.
Yeah, true.
Who the hell had 7 days on console? Like,
It might have been that. It might have been like, oh, you're into 7 days? Like, because not many people had it on console. You're right.
Yeah.
So maybe it was that.
The only other person I knew that had it was Tiff Dog. I miss Tiff Dog. She was awesome. Even her kids, anytime they'd hop on, they were fucking cool to play with too. But she's who I learned most of my 7 days knowledge from, because she was that person who had like a full like concrete tower filled with like optimized floors of this, and like God, dude, that was the first ever world I'd been on that was past day 100, because she was. Like, she was the only other person I knew that had that game aside from Travis, but I just don't know how we came to the realization that we both had 7 days.
Yeah.
That's just what perplexes me.
I'm gonna get
There's
back
one
days.
Dude, honestly, we could make, not to cut you off, Travis, but like all three of us have the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can make something fun out of that.
Oh yeah, I'd be down. Is that a fish scale on my arm?
Let's turn it into a fish. Are you saying, Travis?
Oh, I have one more highlight that might jog something for you, Preston, out of that world.
Was it the way the world ended?
No.
Oh, okay. Hit me.
We had just moved into our compound in the city, our little survival shelter.
Yeah, the little raid base place or whatever.
Yeah. And we're sitting there organizing our loot. We don't really have
remember.
Yet.
I think I remember this. The fucking number 2 player in all of Switzerland or whatever.
Yep.
Dude, that was so fucking weird.
So this guy joins our game, and we're like really confused because it's a private match. It's
It
a
wasn't.
private world.
I started
No?
randomly like playing it as a like open or something like that. I don't remember why I started doing it, but I think we were both thinking of Rust a lot. And since we couldn't play Rust, we were playing
yeah,
Local.
okay, yeah.
But that's how he joined.
Okay, yeah. So we had this guy join, and within like 10, 15, 20 minutes of him joining, we're sitting in base chilling, and arrows start flying at us. Like, he is in our compound. He's like heading towards like our main room.
Let it be
And I think
known, it's day like 32, and we had just built a gun for the first fucking
Yeah.
time. Like, we had 2 days prior just built our first gun, like day 30. This dude had so much shit that you have to have a forge to build, to craft, or whatever.
Yeah. He had the like metal tipped arrows
Mm-hmm.
and the bow. That's what he used, and that's how we found out that was a meta for console 70s. But yeah, we actually managed to kill him. I forgot how it went down. One of us died, and the other killed him,
I
and
died.
he left him. Oh, okay.
How'd you
And
find out he was
anyway,
the phone?
I forgot exactly how, but we were looking into his name, and we found out he was top 2 for.
No,
Switzerland or
we
whatever.
started talking to him because
Oh.
so what happened was when he was in our base, I just remember hearing Travis go, "Dude, he's here! He's here! He's shooting arrows! He's shooting arrows!" I turn around, I see him, I shoot him twice, and immediately go, "Wait, what is he friendly?" I start crouching, immediate arrow in my fucking forehead. Immediately after I died, I was like, "Why the fuck did I try to be friendly after shooting him?" But
Oh,
we,
did we lose
good?
Preston?
Nope, I'm here. Hello, I'm here.
Okay. It's, you cut off right after you said it immediately, and then you cut off.
Yeah, immediately after I died, I was like, why the fuck did I try to be friendly to him? I just shot him twice with a 9mm. So I immediately understood my dumbass move, but I think Travis killed him, I'm pretty sure. Am I still here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but Travis killed him, and I think Travis is the one to go like, he has guns! He has a lot of guns! Why does he have so many guns? And that's when I was in chat, I was like, because at first we were like, I thought he was a hacker, I'm pretty sure. And I was like, dude, how did you get these guns so fast? And that's when he was like, not in horrible English, but you could definitely tell he was like trying to speed type a little bit. He's funny. He was like, yeah, I'm so-and-so number 2 in the world in, I don't think it was Switzerland, but Dutch. It was Dutch. He was the number 2 Dutch player on console. And that's when we looked at his stats, and like he had so many hours in that game. He had, I think it was, I want to say like a little over 2,000 hours or something like that, which for console 7 days was fucking ludicrous. Dude, I completely forgot about that. That was such a key moment of us being like, after that moment, that world was never taken off of private. That's why we never saw him again. Is because, granted, he probably wasn't going to revisit it, but we definitely did not even give him the chance. But yeah, that was a fucking. Oh, dude, that was so fucking funny.
Just that completely like chilling, like, and basically a single player game, and then just a dude joins in 10 minutes and rolls up with better gear than you.
Yeah. Dude, that was. There are a few memories I do remember. Like, I remember the constant pains of having to clear out the grass every 5 fucking days. And that was a pain in the ass. Because you couldn't place anything down if the grass was there.
Lawn mowing simulator.
I was just about to say.
Yeah, I'd be down to revisit fucking 7 days.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe not OG console. Maybe so OG console.
I don't have any console.
Ah, shit.
No, I'd veto the console.
What do you mean?
I loved it, but
I
I've been
love-
spoiled.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I love
best.
modern
It's best
games.
left. Yeah, the modern
No.
one is definitely like a. Oh my god, they love this game. The devs love their game.
Preston, you remember the night you, me, and Spencer were playing on that one world?
Yes,
Where we
dude.
ended up building up a compound, but like early
We built
on,
it on the little oil thing. The little oil, not builder, but like it was like a house where or building.
Like a mechanic or whatnot.
Yeah, like the
Oh yeah,
like
gas
the mechanic.
station.
No, it wasn't
But,
a gas station. It was by a gas station.
Interesting.
But it was like an oil refinery building because we had that weird second floor that was built in like a weird circle shape out of squares.
Yeah. Oh man, that brings back so many memories. But no, I remember the early night where like we're just trying to get crap, and it was our first 7th night, and like we were totally unprepared, didn't have a base or nothing. And so you, me, and can I say his name? I already said, but Spencer.
We've mentioned him so many times.
Yeah, Spencer's a key player. We just don't want to bring up names that we're not sure if we're comfortable with people knowing of them. Like Spencer, Spencer's a homie. We love Spencer.
You, me, and Spencer like got this brilliant idea to like climb up a water tower and like hold off
water
there.
Tower, yeah.
And I've like for the first good bit, we're like, oh, this is so genius, and we're like sniping the zombies and crap and like shooting them.
Who drowned?
At one point, oh my goodness! At one point, we start running out of ammunition, and it's not stopping. We're like, guys, they keep coming. Anyways, we're just like up there, like kind of slowly panicking. They're making their way up and crap like that. Out of nowhere, the zombies break one of the pillars, like holding the actual water tower, and the entire thing starts collapsing, and we're all screaming like, ah, you know, just, and we all fall into the crowd. Some of us die or get downed, and just like panicking.
Dude, the funniest part about that was not the first biggest oh my god moment, was because I don't remember if I almost drowned because those water towers, the water physics were wonky at the time, and I was like, I'm gonna hide in the water tower. They're not gonna know. And I sat a little too low to the ladder, and I dropped it. I could not get out of the water. My dude was running out of stamina, so I was sitting there freaking the fuck out, like I can't get up, I can't get up, screaming and screaming. And then I finally get out, and then the water tower gets knocked over. I don't think either of us died immediately from the impact. Someone got crippled and was killed because they got crippled.
I remember dying. I was the first to die. But that game made you freak out, dude. That was such a fun game.
Yeah. We've got to do our own little trio thing on that again. Even with Spencer in here and there. Like 7 days is
that like sick bunker. I was so proud that I built.
And they just like that's when we've truly learned the 7-day zombie experience, where you had this entire entrance and they started digging through the fucking dirt.
So for context,
to avoid our entrance and all of our structure and shit.
For context, I like stayed up a good long. I don't even remember if like you were on. Like I think you just left the world like running so that way I could play it. And I got like so into it. I was like digging like under our little oil refinery house. I dug a massive tunnel like over to a bunker area, an underground bunker area, and I had these like slits that you could poke your guns out and see the zombies and shoot from. Like it was a proper bunker, and I covered it with dirt and like so much redundancy. Had layers upon layers of barbed wire, placed turrets everywhere, like, you know, got it all wired up and stuff like that. Ammunition, because I was like the main group's engineer, so I'd like make cars and turrets and crap.
I did all the electricity work. I remember because I was at the time I was the only one who understood how to fucking wire shit together.
And Spencer was the designated scavenger, because for some reason he wouldn't die to landmines, and I always managed to find the one landmine in a 200-kilometer.
Because he had the fucking military sneaking boots.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, he was lucky and found boots that didn't allow him. So like whenever me and Spencer would go to like scavenge buildings, I'd always find a landmine just blow up and have to go all the way back and get my crap. Oh man, I totally forgot about that until now. But no, yeah, I built this massive bunker, and we were like waiting for, was it like the 24th night or something? Like we were pretty far at that point. And so like I was expecting a super hard round, and it was very hard, man. We're like sitting there holding out, and they start, like Preston said, starts digging through the ground, and so we're having to like fall back to all my like little sections in the bunker, and finally they overwhelmed us.
Oh man.
Yeah. But man, I didn't even know zombies could dig through ground. That's why I put a bunch of dirt on top of it.
So they don't like instinctively like look down and punch the ground, but because what happened was the cops. Or no, we had the big suicide or biker men at that point. The second one of those two would explode and create a divot, and the zombie dropped in that divot, they were able to start smacking the dirt by off chance,
Yeah.
and would eventually just start tunneling through the ground. Because that's the one thing I do not like about 7 Days Zombies is they will seek out the weakest part of your building. It is in their coding, and I hate it. It's so fucking frustrating to build an entire entrance, but because you have one extra block here, then your back is not. I don't know. It's stupid. All right, so we're at an hour and 20. Shall we start wrapping up, Mr. Dahlberg? Any final interjections, inner notes, any highlights?
Anybody?
I think next episode we should bring David's gambling addiction to attention.
This is the first I'm hearing about it.
It's because it's not an addiction to him. That's just how it rolls,
I
baby.
just wake up, bro. I wake up, do 20 scratch-offs, drive 4 hours to the nearest casino, 4 hours back, doing more scratch-offs on the way to and fro. I get home, boot up my computer, a virtual casino. The testament
Blackjack streams.
the testament that I'm not broke yet, though.
Yeah.
No, I do not do gambling. Travis is joking.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was a bit.
No.
Is a bit.
My gambling addiction is not though. So.
Okay, I'm curious now. We gotta wrap this up though.
I'm genuinely curious now.
We'll talk
well.
about this after class. Travis, see me after class.
Yes, Mr. Tom.
Oh, I almost said a real name online. Anyways, well, I guess that'll be a wrap for tonight's episode. I guess you'll be seeing this Tuesday. We're filming this on a Saturday. It is 9:57 p.m.
Notch.
Yes, sir. Well, if you liked what you saw on you can relate to us in some context, and you wish to see more of our, insight into the modern world, make sure to like and subscribe. Hit the bell icon. I've never really hit the bell icon on videos because one thing I hate is having apps on my phone that alert me of crap. I get so many alerts from stuff. Like, I have Dollar General alerting me, bro. Like, I'll be in the morning, I hear ding, I'll wake up and Dollar General will be like, we have a sale on toilet paper right now. So if you don't want to hit the bell icon, don't. That's up to you. But just
hit the bell icon. Be awesome. Be epic. Be really cool. Hit the bell icon. Be
hit
a
the
homie.
subscribe icon.
Fuck whatever this dude's yapping about. Subscribe, like, and bell icon. Do it all.
Hey, we're genuine people making genuine content.
Fuck that. Analytics, dude.
Okay, Mark Zuckerberg. Anyways,
I did
You're
what?
just a
Zuckerberg?
number to me. You,
The numbers, Mason.
Mark
What do they mean?
Pennsylvania
Bigger
and the
number.
audience, and Jack from Louisiana. You are just a number to
and
me.
David,
I
aka
hate you.
Duck and Rolls. To my left is Preston,
Money
aka
symbol.
Scotty Wright.
That's not at all. I'm at Scotty COTTYBUR on YouTube and Twitch.
All right. Yep. And to my right is Travis, T-Main Kewl. Time to plug yourself in, Travis.
Click, click.
Team Kewl 5355 on YouTube.
Yep.
Oh, and I also forgot Simon from Alabama. You too. I hate you.
Fuck
you,
Simon.
These are very passionate video editors, so I'd recommend checking their videos out. They're pretty good.
Sometimes.
And always remember to check out our podcast. We do upload a podcast. What was the other site that we upload to now, Preston?
Spotify.
Spotify. Yeah, Spotify. We have an Instagram. I run that one. The Kewlcast podcast. Travis has a Facebook, and Preston has a Twitter. Links in the description below. And I'll be seeing our way out the door. We'll let you have a peaceful evening. And bye-bye.
Jackson from California. You too.